Good day everyone, I'm Crystal Joy M. Hoben from BPED 3B. The role of the conceptual framework is to make conceptual distinction and organize ideas. Si conceptual framework, when it comes to curriculum guide, ang role niya ay para may organize yung mga lessons or mga ideas na naaangkop or sakop doon sa particular subjects. For example, sa health curriculum guide or sa K-12 curriculum guide when it comes to health. The health education from kindergarten to grade 12 focuses or it is health education that aims to assist Filipino learners about attaining, sustaining, and promoting lifelong health and wellness. Kung mapapansin natin, ang lessons na nakapaloob sa K-12 ay about lifelong or promoting lifelong health wellness na inayos ni conceptual framework. Like for example, or another example is the health education from kindergarten to grade 10. Doon ay nakafocus lamang about sa holistic approach na meron tayo. Physical, social, emotional, spiritual, or even moral. Sa holistic na approach tayo, doon nakafocus lamang yung lessons. Again, conceptual framework is used or an analytical tool to make organize some ideas or to organize ideas because health education emphasizes the development of positive attitudes, positive health lifestyle, or positive skills that relevant in ourselves. So that is the main goal or the role of conceptual framework, to organize ideas para malaman natin kung ano ba yung dapat ituro sa bata. One student or an individual can't achieve the highest level without stepping to the lowest level. Then, si conceptual framework ay bumabase doon sa kakayanan ng bata, kung ano lamang yung kayang i-attain ng bata. Siya ay tumutulong para mai-organize yung ideas or lessons doon sa curriculum guide.
Hi, good day! So, dito naman tayo sa conceptual framework ng health education. So, yung purpose nitong conceptual framework is to show the relationships between or among these ideas and how they relate. Yung conceptual framework na to is para siyang map kung saan nagduduktong-duktong kung ano yung mga relationship ng ideas na to. So, ito yung example ng conceptual framework ng health education. So, sa gitna niya, may malaking bilog kung saan nakalagay yung achieve, sustain, and promote lifelong wellness. So, ano nga ba yung i-achieve, yung sustain, and yung ipopromote ng lifelong wellness? So, sa paligid niya, nandun yung health contents. Yun yung growth and development, personal health, nutrition, substance use and abuse, family health, disease prevention and control, injury prevention and safety, consumer health, and community environmental health. Ano nga ba yung relationship ng achieve, sustain, and promote lifelong wellness dito sa mga nakapaligid sa kanya? So, may nakalabas pa siya. So, ito yung mga characteristics ng health education. So, holistic, preventive, learner-centered, right-based, epidemiological, standards and outcomes based, culture responsive, health and life skills based, and values based. Yun yung conceptual framework.
Good day to everyone. This is General G. Santiago for the continuation health content areas. So first we have injury prevention, safety, and first aid. Discusses the causes, costs, and prevention of accidents and injuries while performing various activities at home, in school, or in the community. Prevention can be done through the promotion of safe environments, the development of safety programs, procedures and services, which includes first aid education and disaster preparedness programs. So, dito sa health curriculum na to or sa part ng curriculum na to is nagpo-focus siya kung ano nga ba yung possible causes and ano yung pwede mong gawin para ma-prevent yung isang accident. So, di ba nga, although alam naman natin na hindi nape-prevent yung accident kasi ala siyang pinipiling oras or ala siyang pinipiling tao kung sino yung accident. Basta ang parang sinasabi lang dito, we need to be prepared or we need to be alert if what happened in our lives. Kasi hindi naman natin hawak yung buhay natin. So, kumbaga tinuturo dito sa curriculum na to yung kung paano mape-prevent yung isang accident or isang risk or hazard sa yung buhay. So, yun nga, isa rin dito sa sinasabi na in case na na-accident ka man or may na-accident man na person, isa ka ba sa magiging first aider or kung ma-i-apply mo ba yung natutunan mo kung paano i-apply yung tamang first aid in case of emergency. Second, community and environmental health situates the learner as an integral part of the community and the environment with a great responsibility of protecting the environment with the support of an individual and community actions and legislation promoting a standard of health, hygiene and safety in food and water supply, waste management, pollution control, pest control, as well as the delivery of primary health care. So, sinasabi dito sa part ng curriculum na to or yung scope ng curriculum na to or content area na to is yung kung paano nga ba natin napapangalagaan ng isang community as well as our environment. Kasi nga, di ba, if we work as one or if we work together as one, we can achieve or we can make an ideal community na kung saan magbe-benefits ito para sa lahat ng nasasakupan nito. Of course, sino-sino ba ang magtutulungan kundi di ba tayo lang. So, tinuturo sa part ng curriculum na to or sa health content areas ng curriculum na to is kung paano tayo magiging kung paano natin pangangalagaan yung isang community as well as yung ating self-care or yung sarili natin. Like for example, yung proper hygiene, ganyan, yung tamang pagkain, kung ano nga ba dapat natin kinakain or hindi dapat. So, yung kung ano yung nakakabuti, of course, yung paggamit ng mga like for example, bumili tayo yung mga dapat ba gamitin natin, plastic bag or dapat yung paper para nakakatulong tayo sa kalikasan para sa pagiging eco-friendly. So, ano nga ba yung tinuturo dito kung ano ba yung dapat natin gawin para masolusyonan ang isang problema sa isang community or sa isang environment. Next is consumer health. Focuses on the application of consumer knowledge and skills in the effective evaluation, selection, and use of health information, products, and services. So, sa part ng curriculum na to, tinuturo or parang nagpo-focus siya kung paano nga ba tayo magiging matalinong mamimili. Meaning, hindi lang tayo bili ng bili, hindi lang tayo magpo-focus sa price or sa quality na to. Of course, kailangan may makukuhang benefits ka dito. Like for example, sa food, di ba, in case, dahil nga kasi health yung pinag-uusapan dito, so sa mga foods to nagpo-focus. So, kailangan bilang mamimili, hindi lang yung bili ka lang ng bili. Kailangan na alamin mo kung may makukuha ka bang benefits sa pagkain na to or kapag binili mo ito. So, titingnan mo yung health information. Like for example, yung mga chocolates yan. Although merong yung chocolate, meron siyang bad effects or negative effects sa ating katawan. Yun nga, tataas yung sugar mo. But, of course, meron din tong positive or kumbaga good effects sa ating kalusugan. So, meaning dito sinasabi, kailangan maging aware tayo sa mga binibili natin. Hindi lang yung bili tayo ng bili. Of course, babasahin natin yung mga health information or i-evaluate natin kung nakakabuti ba sa kalusugan may bibilin mong pagkain na yun. Kasi minsan, bili ka na ng bili, hindi mo pa alam, masama na sa yun, bawal pala sa yun. So, dito nagpa-focus yung consumer health na kung saan kailangan maging matalino at maging aware ka kung ano yung binibili mo. Next, family health. Covers information on the human life cycle and also on family dynamics that influence an individual's development of ideals, values, and standards of behavior with regard to sexuality and responsible parenthood. So, dito sa part ng curriculum na to, yung health content areas na to is kung paano nga ba napapagtibay yung isang family, yung bonding together with the members of the family, kung yung influence ba ng parents nila ay may malaking tulong para maging successful or maging productive or concerned citizen sila sa hindi lang sa pang loob ng bahay kundi pati sa pang community or sa environment, na kung saan na-adapt ba nila yung mga behaviors ng kanilang parents or yung natutulungan ba ng sa loob ng bahay, natutulungan ba para matulungan nila ang isa't isa para ma-attain nila or ma-reach nila yung development or process of development na hinahanap nila as a family member. Another is the growth and development. Emphasizes developmental milestones and health concerns during puberty and adolescence with focus on personal health and the development of self-management skills to cope with the life changes. So, dito sa curriculum na to, or sa part ng curriculum na to, nagpo-focus ito na kung saan concerns sa ating puberty stage and adolescence, na kung saan kailangan maging aware tayo sa mga bawat kinikilos natin. Kasi, di ba nga, of course, kailangan maging aware tayo kung nagiging malinis ba tayo sa katawan. Kasi, nga sa part ng puberty, yung mga dating ginagawa mo nung bata ka na okay lang na dungis-dungis, ganon, na madumi. So, sa curriculum na to, tinuturo kung paano ka magiging maalam or kung paano yung dapat mong gawin dahil nga, nasa part ka na ng puberty stage and adolescence na kung saan yung mga dating dapat mong ginagawa ng bata ay dapat hindi mo na ginagawa ngayon sa pagtanda mo kasi nga, diba, you are matured enough. So, kailangan pang matured na rin yung kinikilos mo. Hindi na yung, like for example, yung kung bata dati tamad kang magsipilyo, ganon, magugas ng kamay. So, ngayong matanda ka, dapat ginagawa mo yun dahil you are matured enough. So, nasa part ka na ng puberty at adolescent stage. So, alam mo na yung tama at hindi tama at alam mo yung dapat gawin at hindi dapat gawin. Next, nutrition. Addresses the importance of eating healthy and establishing good eating habits, especially for children and adolescents, as a way to enhance health and prevent diseases. So, sa part ng health curriculum na to is tinuturo or parang sinasabi dito, nagpo-focus siya sa ating kalusugan, of course, sa nutrition. Kung ano nga ba yung mga healthy foods na dapat nating kinakain or tapos yung mga foods na dapat nating iwasan. Of course, including din dito yung mga go, grow, and glow na kung saan kailangan maging aware tayo kung ano ba yung dapat nating mga kainin. Of course, yung sa food pyramid nga, di ba, yung mga para yun yung magiging basihan natin para alam natin kung ano yung mga tamang dapat kainin at hindi dapat kainin. So, tinutulungan din tayo dito sa part ng health curriculum na to upang malaman kung ano nga ba yung magiging benefits ng mga foods na kinakain natin. So, if ito ba yung magbe-benefit sa atin ng maganda or hindi. Kasi, di ba nga, pag sobra-sobra, like for example, sa meat, kapag sobra-sobra mong kumain ng meat, possible na magkakaroon ka ng diseases doon. Ano ba yung possible diseases doon? Like for example, yung sa heart diseases, di ba, masyadong matataba, yung gano'n, like for example, mga prito-prito, gano'n, mamantika. So, yun, kailangan maging aware tayo sa nutrition natin. So, sinasabi dito yung kahalagahan ng nutrition ng bawat isa, hindi lang bata, kundi hanggang sa maging sa pagtanda. So, kailangan na ma-adapt natin yung good eating habits na kung saan alam natin yung tama at hindi dapat kainin bilang bata at bilang matanda. Another is personal health. Comprises personal health habits and practices that promote physical, mental, social, emotional, and moral spiritual health and prevent or manage personal health issues and concerns. So, sa part ng curriculum na to or yung content areas ng curriculum na to or subject content areas ng curriculum na to is nagpo-focus ito sa ating pangsariling kalusugan or yun nga yung personal health na kung saan kailangan ma-develop or pinopromote na to yung ating hindi lang sa physical, kundi kasama yung mental, social, emotional, moral, and spiritual health. Like for example, sa physical, yan. So, tinutulungan niya tayo kung paano nga ba tayo magiging malinis, ganyan, magiging physically fit, especially as a BPED students, kung paano nga ba natin mapopromote yung pagiging physically fit. Of course, by knowing the personal health, of course, kung paano nga ba natin pangangalagaan ng tama yung sarili natin. Sa mental naman, of course, kung sa physical activity, may nakakatulong ba yung physical activity para matulungan niya tayong ma-improve yung mental skills or mental development ng ating sarili. So, sa social, nakakatulong ba si physical activity or si yung different sports para ma-improve yung socialization skills natin? Sa emotional, nakakatulong ba si physical education or si health curriculum para malaman kung ano nga ba yung dapat at hindi dapat, kung kailangan maging aware ba tayo sa mga nararamdaman or nararanasan ng kapwa natin. Of course, the moral and spiritual health, kailangan ma-adapt natin yung mga good attitudes or behaviors para maging malaman natin or maging matalino tayo sa ating personal health, para maiwasan nga yung ganong situation na kung saan hindi tayo makapanakit ng ibang tao, ganyan. At of course, para maiwasan din yung mga personal health issues or mga possible diseases na makuha natin kung di tayo maalaga sa ating sarili. So, parang eto yung sinasabi dito, personal growth and development, yung ating personal health. Na kung saan kailangan kilalanin mong mabuti sarili mo at alam mo kung ano yung mga dapat at hindi dapat gawin as an individual. Another, prevention and control disease and disorders involves the prevention and control of both communicable and non-communicable diseases and disorders through the development of health habits and practices and the adoption of health programs supported by legislation with provision in school and community health services. So, sa part ng curriculum na to, tinuturo or yung content areas na to is to prevent or from the word prevention. So, paano nga ba natin may iwasan yung pagkalat or para hindi na makahawa ng maraming tao? So, nagpo-focus ito sa controlling the disease inside the community. Like, for example, nga yung nararanasan natin na to sa COVID-19. So, kailangan yung virus na COVID-19. So, kailangan maging maalam tayo or ma-involve natin yung sarili natin sa ganitong klaseng curriculum kasi like for example, kung di tayo magiging maalam, di ba nga tulad ng nangyari na yung kumalat yung virus na yan, nag-spread yung virus na yan kasi hindi tayo naging aware sa community natin, parang naging kampante tayo na virus lang yan, parang so yun, di ba nga tingnan nyo naman yung naging effects na yun sa community natin. Hindi lang siya bumawi ng buhay, kundi maraming tao rin yung naapektuhan, hindi lang yung buhay natin, pati yung mga trabaho ng ibang tao, ganon. So, kailangan maging matalino tayo parang kailangan i-promote natin yung prevention and control disease and disorders. So, kaya tinuturo ito sa health curriculum or kaya to part ng health curriculum para maging matalino tayo as an individual person sa mga nangyayari or possible na maging effects ng mga communicable disease sa ating community. Another, substance use and abuse, highlights the prevention and control of the use, misuse, and abuse of substances and drugs by providing comprehensive information on the nature of abused substances, the negative impact of substance abuse on the individual, family, and society in general, and the importance of learning and using resistant skills to protect oneself from drug risk-taking behaviors. So, dito sa health curriculum na ito, nagpo-focus ito kung paano nga ba magiging aware or sa mga ginagamit na, like for example nga, binanggit nga dyan yung drugs. So, kapag nasobrahan tayo sa paggamit ng drugs, ano ba yung possible effects na yan sa sarili natin? Of course, di ba, may negative effects yan or side effects sa katawan natin. Like for example, kapag sa drugs sa illegal drugs. So, di ba ngayon nagbibigay ng negative impact, hindi lang sa sarili mo, kundi naapektuhan din yung family or sa society. Minsan nakakasira, minsan maraming, like for example nga, di ba sa nararanasan natin yung iba, pumapatay ng kapwa nila tao kasi nga dahil ala sila sa tamang pag-iisip kapag nasosobrahan sila sa drugs. So, yun nga yung nagiging side effects or negative effects ng drugs sa sarili natin. Of course, to know the importance of learning and using resistance skills to protect oneself from drug risk-taking behaviors. So, yun nga, kailangan maging aware tayo kung paano natin mapoprotektahan yung sarili natin sa mga taong gumagamit ng mga nasosobrahan sa paggamit ng drugs. So, kailangan maging aware tayo sa paggamit or sa dapat kailangan alam natin kung ano yung tamang paggamit at hindi tamang paggamit ng isang drugs. Kailangan malaman din natin kung inaabuso na ba natin yung isang drugs or sakto lang or baka minsan na-overdose na tayo sa paggamit ng drugs. So, alam natin na may negatives or side effects yun sa katawan natin.
Culture-responsive, epidemiological, health and life skill-based, holistic, learner-centered, preventive, rights-based, standard and outcome-based, and values-based. Those are the characteristics written and used as a description to the health curriculum. When we say characteristics, it refers to the features or quality that is typical to something or someone. So in terms of curriculum, the characteristics we mentioned earlier, those qualities were expected to be present at every part of the curriculum starting from its content. And these characteristics must be aligned with the state standard and is highly rigorous.
Key standard is a part of K-12 basic education curriculum. It refers to the act of skills and at a certain stage in curriculum. And on this topic, the key standards for grade school year are first in the kindergarten to grade 3. The learner demonstrates an understanding and observance of healthy habits and practices in achieving wellness. And grade 4 to 6, the learner demonstrates an understanding of how changes, which part of a growth and development impact health practices that help achieve and sustain optimum health and well-being. And last is grade 7 to 10. The learner demonstrates an understanding of key health concepts related to the achievement, sustainability, and promotion of wellness as it improves the quality of life of the individual, the family, and the larger community. These key points are important because it focuses on the standard a learner from kindergarten to senior high school must attain.
Good day everyone, my name is Rito Sebastian III, and for this part, I'm going to discuss grade level standards in a K-12 curriculum guide. And as you can see, it is impossible to not include the grade level standards in a curriculum guide kasi dito natin malalaman ang magiging outcomes ng natutunan at naintindihan ng bata sa buong taon ng kanyang pag-aaral. So as we can see in this part, there are different grade level standards from grade 1 to grade 10. So basically, it covers the elementary level and junior high school level. At dito makikita natin from grade 1 to 4, malinaw na dapat ma-attain ng bata ang standards na malaman niya yung nutrition, yung understanding niya sa pag-iwas sa mga sakit, kung paano ito labanan, even disorders, mga substances na kailangan iwasan or gamitin, at injury prevention. And it's almost the same to the grade 5 to grade 10 levels na kailangan nilang ma-attain dito sa grade level standards. As you can see, again, kung mapag-aaralan ang personal health, family health, nutrition, injury prevention from grade 1 to 4, same as grade 5 to 10. kailangan continuous yung pag-aaral kasi alam naman natin na kapag mariretain yung knowledge na every year ay natututunan ng bata, ay mas doon niya na-improve yung sarili niya sa mga natututunan niya. And hindi lang ito tumutukoy sa mga personal health. Papasok na rin from grade 5 to grade 10 yung issue ng health trends issues, community and environment health, something like that, and mga planning for a health career. So basically, ang mga pinag-aaralan dito from grade 1 to 10 ay dapat talaga ay ma-attain ng isang estudyante sa buong taon ng kanyang pag-aaral.
Good day everyone, I'm Kimberly Kinsey Tivorcio and now I'm going to discuss the health content matrix. So the purpose of health content matrix is to identify the program learning outcomes occurring across the courses and experience of program's curriculum. So dito sa health content matrix is dito nakapaloob yung unit ng buong quarter na pag-aaralan simula first quarter hanggang fourth quarter ng grade 1 to grade 10. The key to a good curriculum matrix or map is that is useful for making decisions about design of program's curriculum. Design refers to course sequencing, assignment sequencing, and skills and concept development that occurs the program. So the goal of good design is to develop the program's curriculum in a way that creates the best learning experience and thus the greatest likelihood for student to achieve the program's learning outcomes. So dito inilalagay yung mga itatakal or pag-aaralan sa buong quarter. For both curriculum design and the use of assessment findings, the map matrix is meant to serve as a catalyst for discussion about the proper sequencing of courses, the degree to which the curriculum really supports student learning, and the extent to which learning outcomes are properly addressed within the curriculum. So, ito yung nialaman ng health content matrix table. So, dito sa grade 1, sa first quarter is dito nakapaloob yung nutrition. Sa second quarter is yung personal health. The third quarter is personal health again. And the fourth quarter ng grade 1 is yung injury prevention, safety, and first aid. So, next dito sa grade 2. So, sa first quarter ng grade 2 is pag-aaralan dito yung personal health nutrition. Second quarter is personal health prevention and control of diseases and disorders. So, the third quarter is family health. And the fourth quarter is injury prevention, safety, and first aid. So, dito naman sa grade 3, so sa first quarter is pag-aaralan nila dito yung nutrition. Sa second quarter naman is yung personal health prevention and control of diseases and disorders. So, sa third quarter is consumer health, and the fourth quarter is injury prevention, safety, and first aid, community, and environmental health. So, dito naman sa grade 4 is, sa first quarter ng grade 4 is nandito pa rin yung nutrition. Sa second quarter is yung prevention and control of diseases and disorders. So, the third quarter is substance use and abuse. So, the fourth quarter is injury prevention, safety, and first aid. So, dito naman sa grade 5, sa first quarter ng grade 5 is, nandito yung personal health. Sa second quarter is personal health, growth, and development. Sa third quarter is substance use and abuse. And the fourth quarter is injury prevention, safety, and first aid, community, and environmental health. So, dito naman sa grade 6, so sa first quarter ng grade 6 is dito nakapaloob yung personal health. Sa second quarter is prevention and control of diseases and disorders. Sa third quarter is consumer health, environmental health, and the fourth quarter is injury prevention, safety, and first aid, consumer health. So, dito naman sa grade 7, sa first quarter is growth and development. Second quarter is nutrition. Third quarter, personal health. And the fourth quarter is injury prevention, safety, and first aid. So, dito sa grade 9, sa first quarter is, ang pag-aaralan is yung community and environmental health. Sa second quarter is yung injury prevention, safety, and first aid, unintentional injuries. Sa third quarter is substance use and abuse, drug scenario. And the fourth quarter is substance use and abuse, gateway drugs. So, dito naman sa grade 10, sa first quarter is yung consumer health, second quarter is yung health trends, issues, and concerns national level. So, the third quarter is health trends, issues, and concern global level, and the fourth quarter is planning for a health career. So, yan yung nilalaman ng health content matrix table, which is yan yung pag-aaralan simula first quarter hanggang fourth quarter ng grade 1 to grade 10.
Good day, I am Max Edward Ramos and I am going to discuss the content standards and the performance standards. Curriculum content is another main lever of education quality. The knowledge, skills, and attitudes imparted by learning areas or subjects, cross-cutting approaches, and extracurricular activities is a main source of systematic and comprehensive learning. While learners may learn from many other different sources like an informal way from the media and internet, curriculum's advantages in structuring and sequencing learning represents a major asset for sustainable acquisitions that ought to be well exploited and capitalized on. The content is united with the goals and objectives of the basic education curriculum. So it responds to the needs of the learner. It includes cognitive skill and affective elements. It consists of fully and deeply covers the essential to avoid the mile wide and inch deep impression that is of use to the learners and that is practical and achievable. Lastly, in the content, facts are basic in the structure of cognitive subject matter, but content must go beyond facts. Next is the content. Content standards rather. Content standards define what students should know and be able to do. It specifies skills or knowledge at various grade levels and broad statements that describe specific content areas that groups of students should learn at each grade level, and it is called, that's what I said, the content standards. They define the knowledge within each discipline. For example, a content standard for 6th grade science students could be in earth science. Students will understand the effects of the relative positions of the earth, moon, and sun. These standards are also called curriculum standards or sometimes called the subject standards. Last one is the performance standards. It specifies the level of performance in a skill or area of knowledge that is considered acceptable. Expectation for instructions, assessment, and student work. These are called or these under the performance standards. These incorporate content standards and define the level of work that demonstrates achievement of the standards. Performance standards isolate and identify skills needed for problem solving, reasoning, communicating, and making connections with other information. So they provide all constituents with the evidences that students have met the content standards. So it helps teachers define what level of work is satisfactory.
Hello everyone, I'm Daryl James Jesus Minya from BPED 3B, and this is the continuation of grade 1 level entitled Nutrition. So before we start, let me remind you what is K-12 curriculum is. So the K-12 program covers kindergarten and 12 years of education, which is the 6 years of primary education, 4 years of junior high school, and 2 years of senior high school. So let's proceed to the content. Okay. So in content, good eating habits. So number 1, eat regular meals. So dito tinuturuan tayo ng mga teacher natin kung paano ba kumain ng regular at nasa oras na pagkain. So tinuturuan tayo dito kung para matuto tayo at ma-prepare tayo at ma-develop sa ating isip habang lumalaki ang mga bata na kailangan kumain sa tamang oras para maging malusog ang pangangatawan at maging malakas. So second is eat a healthful breakfast daily. So, di ba? Tinuturuan tayo ng mga elementary tayo from grade 1 to grade 6 at tinuturuan tayo kung paano ba kumain ng mga masustansyang pagkain, lalong-lalo na sa breakfast. Dahil ito ang pinaka-importante sa lahat, ang breakfast, ang pagkain sa umaga. Dahil sinasabi, ang pagkain sa umaga ay napaka-importante. Nire-remind tayo ng mga teacher natin dahil para sa atin ang mga ganong bagay na makakatulong sa atin para sa malawak nating kaisipan at sa pag-aaral. So, next is chew food thoroughly. So, di ba naalala natin na nung elementary tayo, nagkakaroon tayo ng feeding program na kung saan ito ay libre at pinapakain sa atin para maging prepared tayo at maging healthy ang pangangatawan. Lalo na kung ang student ay manloris or kulang sa sustansya sa kanyang katawan. So next is, the learner understand the importance of good eating habits and behavior. So, di ba, alam naman natin pagka bata, lalo na kung gulay, di ba? Hirap na hirap silang kumain ng gulay. Dito, tinuturuan ng mga teacher kung paano ba kumain at magkaroon ng disiplina ang mga bata na kainin ng mga masustansyang pagkain tulad ng gulay, prutas, na kung saan ito ang kanilang ayaw. So dito nire-remind ng mga teacher na kailangan nilang kainin or kailangan pumasok sa kanilang katawan ng mga ganong klaseng masustansyang pagkain. In performance standard, the learner practices healthful eating habits daily. So, di ba? So, nung elementary tayo, pinapractice na ng mga teachers natin na ang pagkain ng nasa oras at daily. So, kailangan hindi tayo nalilipasan dahil nagsasanhi ito ng malabong kaisipan at pagiging unhealthy ng ating katawan. Nagiging manloris tayo, pumapayat, humihina ang katawan, which is hindi healthy. So, next, let's proceed to the learning competency. So, competency. So, the practice good eating habits that can help one become healthy. So, alam naman natin na ang pagkain sa oras ay talaga namang napakabuti sa atin dahil napapractice natin ito habang tayo ay lumalaki na dapat ito ay patuloy at tuloy-tuloy hanggang sa ating paglaki dahil makakatulong ito sa atin maging sa ating kaisipan at sa ikalalakas ng ating katawan. So, code, which is the HINIG. So, parang ito yung section, in learning materials, domains, ito yung mga subject and subject teacher. Andyan si Domanias Lucy, for Science and Health, today 2, Apolinario, Nenita A. In 7, Science for Daily, use 2, so teacher manual. So, ayan, makikita nyo dyan sa andyan yung mga subject nila and mga name ng teacher.
So, my name is Jervy Luis S. Carbonell. So, in Glossary, Glossary is known as a vocabulary or clavis in the alphabetic list of terms in a particular domain of knowledge with the definition for those terms. So, traditionally, a glossary appears at the end of the book and include terms within that book that are neither newly introduced, uncommon, or specialized. So, glossary also is a deliverable that document terms that are unique to the business or technical domain. So, glossary also used to ensure that all stakeholders, business or even technical, so we can understand what is meant by the terminology, acronyms, and phrases used inside an organization. So there have a key elements of a glossary, which is the terms, definition, alias, and related terms. So in terms, this is the unique word or short phrases that are part of business conversation. Typically, terms are noun or person, places, or things. Definition. So, definition provides the exact meaning of a terms in a ambiguous way and clarifies the boundaries of when the terms can appreciably be used in a communication. In alias, a word, phrase, or acronym that is used interchangeable with the primary term in your glossary. So last is the related terms, which is the references to separate terms in your glossary, which are similar to the interchangeable with your primary list terms.
Hi everyone, I'm Irene Eflamibaw from BPED 3B. Now, we're going to discuss the Codebook legend in curriculum. So, what is Codebook? A Codebook describes the contents, structure, and layout of a data collection. A well-documented codebook contains information intended to be complete and self-explanatory for each variable in data file. So ano nga ba ang learning code or codebook legend o yung gamit nito sa curriculum guide? Dahil naka-generalize ang objective o learning competencies, kaya naglagay ng learning code ang DepEd upang ma-decongest and ang nasabing objective or maging specific ang nasabing objective o learning competency. Nasa code kung ilang araw o mo ituturo yung nasabing learning competency o yung learning objective. Hatiin mo ngayon ang mga content o topic sa isang learning competency. Dahil dito sa Codebook Legend na ito, mas napapadali ang mga teacher at estudyante na ma-identify ang subject kung pang ilang week na yung lesson nila. Sa word pa lang na code, malalaman na natin na kung ano pinaparating nito at kung ano ang nakapaloob dito. Halimbawa na lang ngayon, dahil online class na tayo, madalas natin to nakikita sa mga module na sinensend ng mga teacher natin. Dahil ito ang ginagamit nila para sa title ng kanilang module para mas mabilis ma-recognize ng mga estudyante kung anong subject, pang ilang activity na at pang ilang week na. Marami tayong nakikita na mga code na ganyan pero hindi natin alam kung ano itawag doon, kung para saan yon. At ito din ay isang pinaka-importante dahil mas napapadali tayong sa paghahanap ng module natin at hindi na tayo ma-stress maghanap sa sobrang dami ng tinuturo ng ating mga teacher. Ayun lang po at maraming salamat.